Hello and welcome to Unit 3 and the last unit of the first week of the course. In this unit, we outline the contribution of some key elements that contribute to successfully incorporating multimedia in teaching basic science and mathematics. Integrating multimedia in teaching science and mathematics can enhance the learning experience for students and make complex concepts more accessible. What are the key elements towards successful multimedia integration in teaching of basic science and mathematics for effective learning outcomes? Going through Unit 1 and 2, we are well informed that multimedia combine various media elements, including text, audio, video, images, and interactive components to create a rich and engaging learner's experience. These key elements work together in creating an engaging and captivating experience for the learners. Incorporating multimedia in teaching basic science and mathematics enhance learners' understanding and engagement. Here are some ways to incorporate multimedia in teaching and learning of these subjects. Interactive presentations. Use presentation software, for example, PowerPoint, Google Slides, to create visually appealing and interactive slides. Include images, videos, and animations to illustrate concepts and processes. Videos. Utilize educational videos from reputable sources. For example, Khan Academy, TED Ed, and BBC Bite Size that explain complex mathematical and scientific concepts. Pause the videos at strategic points to encourage discussions and interaction. Simulations and virtual labs. Utilize interactive simulations and virtual lab tools to provide hands-on experiences for students. These tools can help students visualize abstract concepts in their basic science or mathematics and perform experiments that might not be feasible in a traditional classroom setting. Online resources. Direct and guide learners to educational websites and online resources that provide supplementary materials such as interactive tutorials, games, quizzes, and demonstrations. Data visualization. Use graphing tools and applications to help learners analyze and interpret data. Visualizing data through charts and graphs can assist learners in drawing conclusions and making connections between scientific and mathematical concepts. Online collaborative platforms. Utilize online platforms that allow learners interact, collaborate, and work together as a team on projects or problem-solving activities. Learners can share their work, exchange ideas, and receive feedback from peers and teachers. Augmented reality and virtual reality. Incorporate augmented reality and virtual reality technologies to create immersive and interactive learning experiences. AR and VR can help learners explore complex concepts in basic science and mathematics by bringing them to real life in a more engaging and realistic way. Podcast and audio resources. Incorporate podcasts and audio resources that explain scientific and mathematical concepts or share real-world examples. This can particularly be beneficial for auditory learners or as a way to reinforce concepts through different modalities. When integrating multimedia, it is very important to ensure that the resources are aligned with the curriculum and learning goals. Additionally, provide opportunities for learners to interact with the multimedia contents and encourage discussion and reflection to deepen their understanding. The following should be considered when incorporating multimedia in teaching basic science and mathematics. Clear learning objectives. Before integrating multimedia, it is important to identify specific learning objectives that align with the curriculum. This will help ensure that the multimedia materials are purposeful and support the intended learning outcomes. Relevant and engaging content. Multimedia should be carefully selected to provide relevant and up-to-date information that is directly related to the science or mathematics topics being taught. It should also be visually appealing and engaging to capture learners' attention. Variety of multimedia formats. Utilize a variety of multimedia formats such as videos, animations, interactive simulations, virtual reality, online resources, and digital textbooks. This offers learners multiple ways to engage with the content and caters to different learning preferences. Interactive activities. Incorporate interactive activities such as quizzes, puzzles, and games. Various learning styles and how multimedia aligns with each. The integration of multimedia into teaching and learning has opened up the classroom to accommodate more flexible teaching methods that result not only in more engaged student learning processes, but also in the changing roles of the teacher and learners. Most of the teaching processes in schools tend to be auditory, abstract, passive, and sequential. There are many interpretations and definitions of learning styles. The definition cited by Byrne, 2002, refers to a personally preferred way of dealing with information and experiences for learning that crosses content areas. Learning styles can be seen as a description of the attitudes and behaviors which determine an individual's preferred way of learning. There are several learning styles proposed by educational researchers and theorists, and multimedia aligns with each of these styles in different ways. Visual. Visual learning style is the learning style which focuses on watching to learn. The learners who prefer visual learning style learn best through visual stimulation. The visual learners are able to read and understand, and they study best when reading a text and using highlighters as visual stimulation that assists in remembrance. These learners benefit when diagrams, videos, or similar visuals are used to teach them. Visual learners prefer to see information presented in graphs, charts, maps, diagrams, and other visual aids. Multimedia can effectively align with this learning style by incorporating visually appealing graphics, images, videos, and animations to enhance understanding. Oral. Auditory learning style is the style of learning through listening. Learners who prefer this learning style hear lectures, participate in discussions from which it is easy for them to understand the information better. For individuals who are auditory learners, written works are often difficult. Information should therefore be sufficiently loud to be heard such that tone, pitch, and sounds will aid comprehension. Auditory learners learn best through listening and hearing information. Multimedia can align with this learning style by incorporating audio elements such as narration, interviews, podcasts, and recorded lectures. Kinesthetic. Kinesthetic learning style refers to tactile learning, which is learning by doing something. Learners learn by touching, putting something together, or take something apart using their hands. These learners are exploratory learners and need to move to understand the world around them. Kinesthetic learners learn best through hands-on activities and physical experiences. While multimedia may not directly align with this learning style, it can still be used to engage kinesthetic learners by incorporating interactive elements such as clickable buttons, drag and drop exercises, simulation games, and virtual reality experiences. This brings us to the end of Week 1 videos of multimedia training for teachers through Massive Open Online Course, MOOC. It is hoped that you will participate in the discussion forums and reflect on all the assignments of the week. Thank you.